I'm going to tell you a little funny story about when he asked for her hand in marriage. I get a text message on a Wednesday saying, are you going to be in Streeter next week? I have no idea who this is from. I reply, yes. The next text message is, could we parlay this into a round of golf Wednesday or Thursday? And of course I say, yes, but who is this? He comes back with Vance. How about Thursday at Twin Creeks? So I get there, and Jan, my wife, goes, what are you doing? I said, I'm playing golf with Vance today. She goes, why? I said, no idea. He asked me, so I'm going. So we get to the golf course. The cart is full of beer. It's paid for. And I'm thinking, yes. So we get to the 9th hole. And Vance gets up, and he's like, Bill, if you didn't know, I had an ulterior motive. And I just said, Vance, all I'm going to tell you is, I'm going to make this easy for you. The question you need to ask Weslie, not me or Jan. If you're asking if me and Jan are okay with this, all I'm going to tell you is you make our daughter happy.
Weslie, I'm somewhat embarrassed by how early in our relationship I started dreaming about this day. I've sat smiling and tearing up thinking of you walking down the aisle. Today those dreams become reality. Even though those dreams are about today is the beginning of so much more for us.
Vance, today is the day we finally get married. I can't believe it is here. These past couple years have been the best years of my life, and most of that is because of you. You've brought so much joy and calmness into my life. You make even the ordinary days so much fun. I never believed I would find someone who would make everything so easy. You challenge me, support me, encourage me, and love me every day. Thank you for bringing out the best in me and letting me just be myself without any fear of you loving me less.
For our engagement, I wrote about fate and how decisions support the desire for more. Today we get to start that desire for more. Life is so much better with you, and I'm so anxious to live out our purpose together. I'm so excited to come home to our house as your husband. I smile thinking about how our house will change over our lifetime. The best part of all of these thoughts is that we get to go through life and experience all of these things together. I'm so fortunate God chose us to be together. As Proverbs 18:22 says, he who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. I have found the best person and continue to be amazed with how many blessings he continues to provide for us to share together. I love you, Weslie Ann, and I can't wait to see you at the end of the aisle. Love always, Vance.
Dearly beloved family and friends, we're gathered here today to bear witness to the covenant of marriage being formed between Vance and Weslie. I know that the two of you were never messing around once you met each other. When we met a few weeks ago, you told me that marriage wasn't something that you just happened upon or stumbled into. From that day, day one, the two of you have pursued this relationship with marriage in mind. You grew up in Metropolis, you attended Southern, down in Carbondale, Wesley. As you grew up in Streeter, you went down to St. Louis to play volleyball and go to school. Could either of you have ever guessed that somehow Bloomington Normal would be the place that you found your spouse, and that State Farm and Gill Street Bar and Grill would have something to do with that? Together, you're exponentially more beautiful and powerful than either of you were as individuals. The two of you told me that it just kind of clicked when you met each other. You found yourselves at ease with one another and progressing deeper and deeper into the relationship without stress or fear. The beauty of marriage lies in its difficulty and ideals. Marriage is not an easy road, but it's an incredibly joyful one. By the strength of God, you're going to be able to live into these promises every day. And by the grace of God, you'll find the patience and endurance necessary to walk the long road of faithfulness. Each of you believe that you have found the one whom your soul loves, and it's your desire to unite in marriage so that you can better reflect the glory of God.
I was lucky enough to know Weslie my whole life. Weslie is absolutely the most ambitious person I know. Weslie is courageous. Weslie is kind and fiercely loyal. So knowing that this is Weslie and who she is, I knew whoever she chose would have to be pretty darn special. I remember when she met Vance. They'd been dating casually for a couple months, and we were having like our usual wine and music night, and all of a sudden Weslie started crying. And I remember thinking like, gosh, Wes, like he sounds great. It's not that big of a deal if you can't wear heels. Like, it'll be fine. And all of a sudden Weslie looked at me and said, I never knew someone could treat me so well. And Vance, since the day I've known you, you have done nothing but selflessly love my sister. If I could have dreamed up anyone to be with my sister, you're better.
Vance started talking to me about a girl that he had recently met and he kind of been friends with. In the description, it was just a little bit different. Very nice, very sweet, very funny, but the way that he would describe her, like the facial expressions were just a little bit different. Something that I personally had never seen before. So when I first met Weslie, the conversation was, we were trying to figure out where to go out to lunch, and she said, all I want is beer and wings. And you had me there at that point. Like, yeah, this girl's great. Associating myself with great people is always the thing that my parents always said. Hey, be nice, focus on, knowing good people. To the parents, you've done a phenomenal job of raising two really good people. So our toast here today to Vance and Weslie.
Compassion, kindness, humility, meekness, and patience. I think our world desperately needs more people who day in and day out embody these virtues. We live in a world that's more selfish and divisive than many people can remember. So may your marriage shine brighter as you pursue these virtues. Today is a day of celebration, and it's easy to be grateful on days like today. But may all your tomorrows be filled with the same spirit of gratitude that you have today.
I vow to never stop laughing, crying, and smiling, because regardless of the cause for the emotion, I know I'm with you, and all these vows will forever be true, and I cannot wait to live out our forever together as one.